In this session, we will discuss about DHCP Relay Agent. In last session, we discussed about DHCP and we discussed about APIPA and we also discussed about DORA process. So in today's section, we will discuss about DHCP Relay Agent. So what is the use of this relay agent and when we use this DHCP Relay Agent, right? So first we need to understand, so what is the need of DHCP Relay Agent? Generally in the production network, in the production networks, we don't configure DHCP server for each subnet. For example, if you have a 10 servers, if you have a 10 subnets, or if you have a 10 VLANs, for each subnet, we do not maintain separate DHCP servers. In real production, we will use one centralized device, one centralized DHCP server. For example, see here, this is my topology. This is my head office and I have some branch offices here, like a branch 1. This is branch 1, this is a branch 2 and this is a branch 3, like that. So in each branch I have a few subnets, right? For example, here I have a 2 subnets, here I have a 2 subnets, here I have a 2 subnets. Right? So for each branch, actually we don't configure DHCP servers. Basically, we use one centralized DHCP server. So centralized DHCP server mostly placed in the head office or data centers. Okay, so I will make this router as a DHCP server. But in the production, we will use a dedicated Windows server. So in that Windows server, we will create, system administrator create the scopes, okay? So that is the system administrator responsibility. That is not a responsibility of network engineer. So system administrator will create the different scopes. For each subnet, the system administrator create one scope. But if you are using router as a DHCP server, in router, this is the network engineer job, okay? So if you want to use your router as a DHCP server, so here also we need to configure different pools. Here it is called pool. Like a pool 1, pool 2, pool 3, 4, like that. If you have a 10 subnets, we need to configure 10 pools. Okay, so any branch user wants to get IP address from DHCP server, they can get the IP address from the DHCP server, which is in the head office only. Means that DHCP request first comes to branch office router will send that request to the head office router. But how this communication happens here? Now we will discuss that communication process. And this DHCP relay agent is used when DHCP client and server are in different broadcast domains. Remember this point. If DHCP server and client both are in the same broadcast domain, no need to use a DHCP relay agent. And one more important point is here, DHCP relay agent is configured only on layer 3 device. We can use this, we can enable this feature on router, or you can enable this feature on layer 3 switch, we can enable this feature on firewall. Remember this point. The first point is DHCP relay agent is used only when client and server are in different broadcast domains. That is the first point. The second point is DHCP relay agent is configured only on layer 3 device. This is the second point. Keep these 2 points in your mind. Very, very important. Now we will discuss about how this DHCP relay agent works. How remote users can get the IP address from a centralized DHCP server. Before that, first I will repeat one more time. So what is the DORA process? Okay. Right. For that, first I will configure head office router and I will send the discovery message from these computers. Okay. So how this communication happens, then you will understand how this DHCP relay agent works. Okay. So first I will configure head office router and branch office router. So I already have a configuration. So this is the configuration. Enable configure terminal, hostname HQ, interface F0 by 0, IP address and mask no shutdown. Interface F0 by 1, IP address and mask no shutdown. Router EIGRP 100, no auto summary, network exit. Okay, the first to configure only one pool, okay, for local network. So this is the local LAN. This is the pool for local LAN only. See, IP DHCP pool name local LAN. You can use any name here. And network 192.168.1.0 and mask. And default router 192.168.1.1, DNS server 4.2.2.2 and domain name Cisco.com. Okay, copy this configuration and paste in router 1, head office router. Now configure branch router. So from here to here, interfaces and EIGRP configuration. Copy, paste in branch router. Right. So now this router is a DHCP server for this LAN. Okay, I have configured only one pool, right? So pool, okay. So now these systems can get IP address from there, right? So actually how this communication happens? See here, HQ is, what is the HQ router IP address? HQ router IP address is 192.168.1.1, right? This is 192.168.1.1. Now, so for this system, if the system wants to get the IP address from the DHCP server, the system first to send the discovery message, right? So what is the discovery message? Discovery message is a broadcast message, right? We already discussed in last session. So in the discovery message, what is the source IP? What is the destination IP? Source IP is 0.0.0.0. What is the destination IP? 255.255.255.255. And what is the source port number? Source port number 68. What is destination port number? Destination port number is 67. This is layer 3 information and this is the layer 4 information, right? So this is the DHCP discovery message. This is the broadcast message. See here, 255.255.255.255 means it is a broadcast message. So first this PC sends this broadcast messages, which will flood that broadcast message to all the devices. So here this is the DHCP server, right? So this device can understand this message. So this message, this router will send response. So will send the offer message. Offer message means what? Offer message means, for example, here we have configured one pool, right? What is the pool range? Pool is 192.168.1.1 to 1.254, right? So it will send all the IPs in the offer message. So like, yes, I am the DHCP server. What you want? Like that, right? So this device, this router send the available IPs to system. Then system will select one IP address and then it will send the request message. And finally server will send acknowledgement. This is DHCP communication. When DHCP server and the client are in same network, right? So now click on DHCP in PC. Just click, go to PC and IP configuration, DHCP. See, we got IP address 192.168.1.2, mask, gateway and DHCP. Sorry, DNS IP address. And click here, second computer. Just click on DHCP, right? 1.3 and here 1.4. Okay, now I will configure one more DHCP pool in head office router only for branch LAN. Okay, 192.1.2.0 network, right? So These are the commands. Okay, IP DHCP pool, remote LAN is the name. Here we can use any name. Network 192.168.2.0 and subnet mask and default router and DNS. Okay, just copy these commands, paste in router. Right now, now try to get the IP address. Okay, so first to go to branch office systems and click on DHCP here. Can I get requesting IP address? See, DHCP request is failed because there is no DHCP server in local network. See, actually what happened here? This PC sends discovery message, right? So in the discovery message, what is the source IP? Source IP is 0.0.0.0. What is the destination IP? Destination IP is 255.255.255.255. And what is the source MAC address? Sorry, source port number 68. What is the destination port number? 67, right? This is the broadcast message. This broadcast message, first, this PC sends this broadcast message to switch. Switch will flood this message to all other computers, all other devices. Okay, but this PC cannot understand message because it is not a DHCP server. This PC also cannot understand, and this device also does not understand this message. So here there is no DHCP server. That's why this PC is not getting offer message, is not getting any IP address. But actually, where is our DHCP server? DHCP server is here in head office, right? So here, right? So by default, this router will not forward this message to other subnet because it is a broadcast message. Broadcast message is always just only within the network only. This broadcast message will never cross subnet. But now, how this router will forward this broadcast message to this DHCP server, centralized DHCP server? Okay. So here we will configure DHCP Relay Agent. So we will configure this DHCP Relay Agent on this router. It is very small command, just only one command. So go to router in the interface F0 by 0 IP helper address 12.0.0.1. That's it. Now what happened? So that command, how this command actually works. Now see here. Now I will explain one more time. Okay. Now here I configured command, right? IP helper address. IP helper address. What is the helper address? Helper address is the server IP address. Okay. 12.0.0.1. This is the DHCP server IP address. Okay. What happened here? So how this router will work now? How this router will forward that DHCP discovery message to this centralized DHCP server? Okay. Right. So what is the message here? The message, discovery message, right? This discovery message, what is the source IP? Source IP is 0.0.0.0. Destination IP 255.255.255.255. And what is the source port number? 68. What is the destination port number? 67. Server port number. Okay. This is DHCP discovery message. This DHCP discovery message would be sent to switch. Switch will flood this message out of all ports. Okay, means here, here, and here. So when this router receive this broadcast message, so here we already configure, right? So what happened here? This router convert this broadcast message into unicast message. Convert this broadcast message into unicast message. Okay, what is the unicast message here? How it will convert? See here. Okay, so here what happened? Discovery message and UDP packet, right? So in UDP packet, what is the source port number? Source port number is 67 and destination port number 67 this time. So not 68. Remember this point. Source and destination port numbers both are 6767. And the source IP address 192.168.1.1. This interface IP address where we configured helper address. This interface IP address. And the destination IP address 12.0.0.1 helper address. So this is unicast message and it will forward to the DHCP server. DHCP server will send the offer message and then this router will send the offer message to again this system. This is DHCP Relay Agent purpose. So DHCP Relay Agent is used when client and server are in different broadcast domains. Remember this point. Between relay agent, DHCP relay agent and the server, the communication is unicast communication. Between client and relay agent, communication is broadcast communication. Okay. Remember these points. Very, very important. Here few things are very, very important. Okay. Source port number and destination port number both are 6767. When DHCP relay agent sends message to remote DHCP server, it use both source port number and destination port number. Both port numbers are same. So in next session we will discuss new topic. So this is about the DHCP relay agent.